Good Friday, everyone. Looking at our Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union weather headlines, we're monitoring a heavy rainfall and possibly a strong storm risk for today and especially tonight. I'm not as concerned about today as I might be for tonight. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Active weather continues into Thanksgiving week. But right now, Thanksgiving's still looking good, just looking colder. Today and tonight's level of concern, we're level 1. I teetered back and forth between making it a meteorologist mark weather alert day and night, and I'm going to stick with level 1. I will update today as needed to let you know if the situation is becoming more concerning for tonight or maybe even less concerning. Nevertheless, I think we're going to have some heavy downpours across the region. This is a very warm and humid air mass, especially for this time of the year. Like today, it's no problem to get showers and thunderstorms. Yesterday, showers and storms moved in a little earlier than expected, and we ended up with a very wet afternoon and into the evening. So we ended up with quite a bit of rainfall across portions of the plateau by the time all was said and done. You can never it's hard to get too much rain this time of the year because you want to prevent the wildfires and all that stuff with all the falling leaves, but we don't want to get too much too quick. So I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll keep an eye on that strong storm threat as we go through the day, and I'll let you know if I upgrade this to a meteorologist mark weather alert night. So the severe weather outlook for tonight looks like the main threat time frame would be that 6 p.m. to midnight time frame. There are some indications that we may still have some thunderstorms past the midnight hour. I'll keep an eye on that as well. All threats are low, but they're not zero. So that's why I've got to keep an eye on things. The Storm Prediction Center has, as of this morning's update, upgraded our area to the marginal risk for severe weather. That is the lowest of the 5 risk categories. It's low, but it's not zero. And so that's why I'll be keeping an eye on things. Clearview Closet and Blind brings us our 5-day forecast. 90% chance for showers and thunderstorms between today and tonight. Mild, highs in the mid to upper 60s. Overnight lows tonight are mild too, in the mid 50s. Saturday, just a chance for morning showers, a 50-50 shot at those. I think those will be out of here by lunchtime. Afternoon and evening looking just fine, highs in the mid 60s. Dropping into the 30s though for Saturday night. Sunday, we're partly cloudy, highs around 60, lows in the 30s, so a chillier day on Sunday. But then Monday, we start warming right back up ahead of our next storm system, and this one's going to have some kick to it on Tuesday. Gusty southwest winds gusting to 30 miles per hour at least during the day on Tuesday, with another 90% chance for showers and thunderstorms. So that's another system to watch because it could have some kick to it just before the Thanksgiving holiday. Looking at our hourly precip chances today, they're elevated throughout the day. It looks like the early afternoon hours may be our lower rain chances for today as it looks right now before they start jumping right back up again by this evening. Temperatures kind of hanging steady all day today because of the clouds and the showers. We're highs in the 60s, lows in the 50s. Weichert Realtors bringing us our extended threats, and next week we do it all again. So we've got the week of Thanksgiving, where we have the threat on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the next week we have the threat on a Tuesday, Wednesday. That system, the first week of December, looks especially potent as far as bringing a big temperature change. So there could be some much colder air coming our way behind that system. And so with that system, we may see some heavy rainfall and again, another risk for some strong storms. So a very active pattern has developed across the region. It's going to be with us for a while. Even on into December, the extended outlooks are looking very unsettled in our area. On this day in weather history, brought to us by B&H Storm Shelters, 1798. I went back a few for this one. A 4-day storm was in progress in the northeast U.S. The storm dropped a foot of snow on New York City and New Haven, as much as 3 feet in Maine and New Hampshire. The storm ushered in a long and severe winter. In some places, the ground remained covered with snow until the following May. 1967, excessive rains in Southern California caused the most severe flooding and the most damaging mudslide in 33 years. So damaging, I had to put 2 M's there apparently. Downtown Los Angeles received 8 inches of rain, which is phenomenal for that area, and 14 inches fell in the mountains. Oh my gosh, that's a lot for those. It doesn't sound like a whole lot to us. It sounds like a lot to us too, but for them it is a whole lot. You folks have a wonderful Friday and keep looking up. Again, I'll issue special updates as needed throughout the day to keep you abreast of the storm and rainfall threat that we face over the next 24 hours. You just keep it right here, Meteorologist Mark.